someone who says I'm against abortion but says I'm in favor of the death penalty is not really pro-life. So someone who says that I'm against abortion but I'm in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants who are in the United States, I don't know if that's pro-life.
Being pro-life means defending innocent life from unjust harm, especially the unborn, the disabled, the elderly, and vulnerable people. So the Pope, I mean, I don't know what Pope Leo is doing. I don't know what he had for breakfast. I don't know what he ate before he went to sleep last night. I don't know what's going on with Pope Leo. But let me say this, you know, being pro-life has always meant defending the innocent, not excusing the guilty. All right? Moses, the prophets, and centuries of popes upheld this truth. Now, I'm not Catholic, I'm Protestant, but I have to weigh in on this because of the influence of the Catholic Church. The church is pro-innocent life. It should be, at least. And it's wrong to rewrite history and theology to pretend otherwise. Take a look at this video of Pope Leo. I mean, he's just, someone slipped something in his wine. I mean, something's wrong. Oxygen is not getting to his brain. What is he doing? Take a look at this.
Just wanted to ask one thing that has become a bit of a divisive subject in the U.S. right now, with Cardinal Supich giving an award to Senator Durbin. Some people of faith are having a hard time with understanding this because he is or rather, he's for legalized abortion. How would you help people of faith right now decipher that, feel about that, and how do you feel about that?
I'm not terribly familiar with the particular case. I think that it's very important to look at the overall work that a senator has done during, if I'm not mistaken, 40 years of service in the United States Senate. I understand the difficulty and the tensions, but I think as I myself have spoken in the past, it's important to look at many issues that are related to what is the teaching of the church. Someone who says I'm against abortion but says I'm in favor of the death penalty is not really pro-life. So someone who says that I'm against abortion but I'm in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants who are in the United States, I don't know if that's pro-life. So they're very complex issues. I don't know if anyone has all the truth on them, but I would ask first and foremost that there be greater respect for one another and that we search together both as human beings, in that case as American citizens or citizens of the state of Illinois, as well as Catholics, to say we need to really look closely at all of these ethical issues and to find the way forward as church. Church teaching on each one of those issues is very clear. Thank you very much.
All right, let me say this. There's so much to unpack here, but I mean, I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know what's going on with the Pope. I mean, I'm trying to be kind here. Let me just start here. Let's talk about historical consistency, all right? If supporting the death penalty automatically means you are not pro-life, then Moses and the law, the Pentateuch, which instituted capital punishment for murder and other grave sins, would not be pro-life, which means that God isn't pro-life. Centuries of popes who upheld the legitimacy of the death penalty under Catholic teaching would have to be called heretics. Is that what you're saying, Pope Leo? This would be an absurd conclusion and contradicts Catholic tradition, which has never equated justice against the guilty with being anti-life. How do you conflate the two? I mean, it makes no sense. And then there's a theological foundation. Pro-life means pro-innocent life. Let's say that together. Pro-life means pro-innocent life. Good job, boys and girls. The death penalty, when properly applied, is directed only towards those guilty of grave crimes, i.e., murders. Protecting the innocent sometimes requires taking action against the guilty. Otherwise, society abandons its duty to safeguard innocent lives. Scripture repeatedly makes this distinction. Genesis 9:6 says, whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. This was given before the Mosaic law and reflects God's justice. In addition, let's talk about catechism and development. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, CCC 2267, before revision, acknowledged the legitimate right of states to use the death penalty in extreme cases to defend society. Pope Leo, do you believe in the Catechism of the Catholic Church? Church teaching developed toward discouraging its use in modern times due to improved prison systems, but never declared it intrinsically evil. Calling the death penalty supporters not pro-life misrepresents the nuance of the church's teaching and history. And then you have moral logic. Being pro-life means defending innocent life from unjust harm, especially the unborn, the disabled, the elderly, and vulnerable people. The death penalty, when lawful and justly administered, is not an attack on innocent life, but a punishment for grave injustice. Equating it with abortion or euthanasia, which directly kill the innocent, is a category error. Now, for some clarification of the stance, let's say this. Let's just drill in here. The true stance is pro-innocent life, opposing the deliberate killing of the innocent, abortion, infanticide, euthanasia. That's what we're talking about here. Pro-innocent life. Recognizing the state's God-given authority to carry out justice against the guilty, while always exercising mercy when possible. To collapse these categories is to blur the line between justice and injustice. Is that the new aim of the leadership of Pope Leo and the Catholic Church? Conflating the two, justice and injustice? It's also undermining both the dignity of the innocent and the seriousness of evil. We should be pro-innocent life. The false claim that Pope Leo puts forward: if you support the death penalty, you are not pro-life. This is a distortion of scripture, church tradition, and basic reasoning. The truth of history: Moses and the Pentateuch instituted capital punishment by God's command. Dozens of popes and saints accepted its legitimacy without heresy. To call them not pro-life is to call God himself inconsistent. The true definition: pro-life equals pro-innocent life. Abortion, euthanasia, and infanticide are always evil because they kill the innocent. The death penalty, however, applied to the guilty, not the innocent, has biblical grounding. And this is the blessedness of Jesus Christ. I mean, come on here. This is the blessedness of Jesus Christ. He was wounded for our transgressions. He took upon himself the sin of the world. He became a curse for us. He took our place and became the scapegoat. I mean, this is the essence of the Christian faith. When you read it and teach it from the Bible, from a biblical standpoint of view, Jesus wasn't guilty, he was innocent. But he died a substitutionary death. But the death penalty is applied to people who are guilty and not to the innocent. Blurring innocent life with guilty life weakens the defense of the unborn. It cheapens the meaning of being pro-life and rewrites centuries of faith and morality. We do not bend to modern confusion. We stand where scripture, tradition, and reason stand. Let me know what you think below, my friends, in the comment section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you and God bless America. Do me a big favor, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you.